Hi everyone, it's Miss Hollinshead here. I'm here to talk to you about early maths in Nishcombe School, and hopefully along the way I'll be able to give you some helpful tips and hints to help your child succeed in maths during home learning. The early years maths curriculum is currently split up into two parts, number and shape, space and measures. Let's find out about each of these strands. Let's start by looking at the concept covered in number. During reception, our children work predominantly within the numbers 1 to 20. This is not because we think the children are not able to learn more complex numbers, but because we prefer to focus our learning on mathematical concepts to ensure that children have a thorough understanding of the numbers they already know. This allows our children to explore and put into practice some of these concepts during their child-initiated learning and activities. We prefer a depth over distance learning style. Let's have a look at some of those concepts. Counting forwards and backwards. This includes rote counting, counting out loud, for example 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Touch counting, a regular arrangement using their fingers to count alongside a line of objects, for example. Touch counting, an irregular arrangement, for example, counting a number of toys that have been dropped on the floor. Number recognition to 20 and being able to place these numbers in order. Finding one more and one less of a number, for example, 1 more than 5 is 6, 1 less than 5 is 4. Being able to jump up and down the number line in their heads. Adding and subtracting two single-digit numbers and using the language involved in addition and subtraction. Doubling, halving and sharing in practical activities. And numeral writing to allow our children to begin to write number sentences. Subvertising, which is looking at a small number of objects and instantly recognising how many objects there are without needing to count. Your child might be subvertising without you even knowing. For example, instantly knowing how many dots there are on a dice or how many tally marks they can see. Subvertising helps children to see how numbers are made up, laying the foundation for addition and subtraction. To deepen understanding, we follow a concrete pictorial abstract method. Let's say we're learning about addition. To introduce the concept, we use manipulatives, something the child can hold in their hands and move about. Here we are using apples. We can practice counting all of the apples by moving them all into a new basket. We learn that when we add, the number gets bigger. Then we can move on to learning pictorially, counting pictures on the page that cannot be moved. We might even use a representation for an apple, such as a green or red circle. Finally, we can look at what this looks like in a number sentence. We can recognise the numerals and the signs involved because we have experienced it in many ways. You can think of shape, space and measure as a very early geometry. During these sessions, we encourage the children to expand their vocabulary by talking about and practically exploring concepts such as size, weight, capacity, position, distance, time and money. We also learn to name and describe 2D and 3D shapes. Here at Nishcombe, we love these lessons and the children really get stuck into learning during both adult-led learning and exploring concepts further during child-initiated. In fact, during one Ofsted inspection, the inspector had to step over children measuring each other with chalk and metre sticks. They were having so much fun, I don't think they even noticed that she was there. Our shape, space and measure sessions link seamlessly into other areas of our curriculum to ensure new language is repeatedly revisited and embedded. For example, we teach height alongside our story Stickman. The children have the opportunity to make their own stickmen in our woodland area and compare the height with their friends. A good mathematical foundation comes from a language-led curriculum. In fact, it has been estimated that for children to be able to access the Key Stage 1 Maths curriculum fully, they need to be familiar with over 400 mathematical words and phrases. So what do our adult-led sessions look like? Our children are split into 4 differentiated groups. This means that your child will work alongside children of a similar ability, allowing the learning to be pitched at the correct level. Each group works on the same concept, which changes each week. Every lesson, the children use our bespoke maths packs which are kitted out with everything we need to help us be successful at maths. The children are encouraged to work with a partner to use the maths equipment to solve problems. We see a massive improvement in social skills in maths during the course of the year. Our adult-led sessions are just a drop in the ocean of maths in the early years. After all, maths is all around us. Sometimes the children are learning maths without even knowing. We have some lovely examples of this on our home learning channel. There is no place like home learning. Miss Tolly shows how mathematical language can be seamlessly entwined into cooking sessions and a teddy bear's picnic. I hope you have enjoyed this workshop and taken away something that can help you help your child. If you have any questions, please do get in touch on Class Dojo. Thank you.